All right, let's talk about Raw from May 10th, 1999.
We got a little observe ski before we get into the show. Let's see what was going on in the world of wrestling around that time. A lot of controversy surrounding one of Tony's favorite wrestlers. He's related to him, Shane Douglas, the franchise.
What the hell? My favorite? Never.
Isn't that your last name? You have the same last name?
No, we're not related. Hell no.
No?
After seeing that ECW match, there's no fucking way I like this guy ever.
Shane Douglas for Pitbull #2 on the Patreon?
No!
That's why we watched it. I thought you wanted to see it, no?
No.
Well, I'll get into that here in a minute. But from the Observer from May 10th, 1999, in ECW news, I just thought this was funny. There are apparently people who are claiming that the reason ECW didn't get on WSBK in Boston is because the station is getting too many calls and emails about wanting the show on. So they didn't put it on.
That's awesome.
That's the hustle, baby.
Meltzer says a TV station gets too much response on a show on, so for that reason they are tired of hearing the fans and won't air the show. Anyone believes that is as dumb as the people who believe ESPN ran this special on wrestling because it was an ABC plot to hurt wrestling because it hurt Monday Night Football ratings. Now, on the flip side, that is what we do. If you annoy us, we're not doing it.
Yeah, be careful on how many times you ask.
In WCW news, in regard to Mr. Fuji and his lawsuit against the makers of WCW versus the World video games because of their Master Fuji character, I'm told the game is an Americanized version of Virtual Pro Wrestling, a Japanese game, and all the fictitious wrestlers are actually real Japanese wrestlers. Master Fuji is based on Fujiwara, not Mr. Fuji, who, if you've ever watched both wrestle, had no similarities whatsoever.
What about Mr. Fujinami?
No, he's also not Mr. Fuji. God damn it. I'd rather play as Mr. Fuji than Tatsumi Fujinami.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Mr. Fuji's awesome. He's got the salt. He fucking super kick or
that's
something.
true.
Salt was pretty cool. I didn't know this one at all. Also, WCW, due to the Columbine High School tragedy, WCW has dropped Alex Wright's gimmick and will bring him back with a new gimmick. This is when he was Berlin.
Oh, I thought it was when he was dancing. I was like, I don't really
that is even
understand
crazier.
that. I don't really
Holy
understand
fuck. What is the correlation here?
What was Berlin's gimmick? Like,
He was a guy with a jacket. He was, I don't know.
He was
Jacket off.
fucking the wall.
He wasn't fucking the wall.
He might have been having sex with the wall.
He was fucking the wall. That's what I was saying. What's his gimmick?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. I thought they just stopped it because it sucked. Not because of a horrible tragedy.
I thought. I didn't even know that was related at all.
No. Right. Goldberg was on QVC, and when asked about what he's doing in the future, he said that he doesn't know because they don't tell him anything. And when asked why Nash saved him and it's never referred to, he said they often change things by Thursday from Monday. Well, Goldberg, you should get a goddamn clue. Maybe you were snitching.
Maybe they didn't tell you on purpose, you piece of shit.
Yeah, maybe you're a little baby, Goldberg.
Yeah, anyways, what does Bret Hart think about this?
You don't have one of these, do you, Goldberg?
Bret Hart probably told him not to tell Goldberg shit. Goldberg was going to complain about it.
Bret Hart's probably got texts about what he's doing for the year. He said, you got one of these, huh, Goldberg?
He's got a whole rundown. He's got his contract for the next year, too, figured out. From the Observer from May 17th, 1999. This is just about the ratings for the show we're about to watch. It's hardly a surprise that the 5/10 edition of Raw with Nitro preempted due to an NBA playoff doubleheader would break all existing Monday night ratings marks. Still, when the numbers came out, nearly everyone had to be floored. Raw drew an 8.09 rating with a 12.1 share, making it the most watched and second highest pro wrestling program in the history of the USA Network. The original Royal Rumble on the USA Network in 1988 did an 8.2, although far fewer homes had cable at that point, so that was 3.2 million homes and less than 5 million viewers compared to 6 million homes and 9.2 million viewers this past week.
Wow.
The figure is amazing because the previous week's total wrestling audience was approximately 10 million viewers. In the past, when either Raw or Nitro was preempted, the other program should be expected to gain only 20% of the regular audience, and this was obviously way fucking more. Roughly half of the regular Nitro audience tuned into Raw. Which is not great for Nitro, it doesn't seem. The NBA doubleheader, which preempted Nitro on TNT against All, got slam dunked. The Detroit Pistons Atlanta Hawks game, which went against the first 75 minutes of Raw, drew a 1.2 rating. And then the Phoenix Suns and the Portland Trail Blazers did a 1.4. Raw smashed the basketball.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's because Michael Jordan retired and he was no longer...
Is that right?
No, seriously, the entire... The entire Chicago Bulls team that was like really good in the 90s, they were all done that year. Like, and then this year, this playoff was like dog shit because it was like nobody was around. You know,
it was Detroit and Atlanta and Phoenix and Portland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's because LaMelo wasn't playing. See, there's the fucking difference right there, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Tony.
There's so many people that, just like when WCW ended, when the Bulls stopped being their team, they just stopped watching basketball. They didn't give a shit about it anymore.
When the Bulls stopped being WCW's team?
No, when like when WCW died, everyone stopped watching.
Yeah, no.
Same thing with like when Michael Jordan and all, Scottie Pippen and all them left.
Yeah, all those fans just went away. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they just stopped watching basketball.
Wow, okay.
I swear to God, that's what happened.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
In ECW news, the status of Tony's brother Shane Douglas is the big story this week.
Get the fuck out of here.
Douglas was negotiating last week with the WWF. Last word we had, which was just before the weekend, was the WWF hadn't decided on him for a number of reasons, largely his frequent injuries. But the impression I was given was they were leaning toward bringing him in and planning on him getting a significant push. And the idea of him working with Austin, as silly as it sounds, is being bandied about. So Shane Douglas was going to come in in 1999 to work Stone Cold
Steve
Austin.
I call bullshit on that one.
You don't think so, bro?
No,
the fucking franchise.
Then someone showed him the match with the Pitbull and said, fuck no, don't bring this guy in ever.
Heyman did it. Heyman sabotaged him. He showed him
I call
clips
bullshit. Shane Douglas probably told everyone that he was going to work Austin. There's no way that was true.
I'm working Stone.
He fed that to the Observer, yeah. I'm supposed to work Austin.
Right? There's no way that was actually in their plans. No way.
Come on, bro. You're related to him. Why don't you ask him at that Thanksgiving that year if he was going to work Austin?
I actually heard the Radicals said don't bring him in or some shit. They like big leagued him and stuff.
Well, that's like a year later, ain't it? Because he's not even in WCW at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. This is still ECW.
Well, even then, his own friends don't even.
No, they still did it anyways. Yeah, the Radicals said you're a piece of shit.
They called him Vince. They're not even in the company.
Not even. Who is this? This is Chris Benoit.
What do you want? I want to say don't hire Shane Douglas.
Oh, goddamn.
In other WCW news, add Goldberg to the list of very unhappy campers. Oh, brother. And boy, have there been a lot of those late. Goldberg, who has several years left on his contract, which I believe is at $800,000 per, attempted to renegotiate it upwards since he's the company's biggest current media star, but is far below the likes of Hogan, Hart, Nash, Hall, Savage, Sting, and Page, all at $1.5 million per and up. And he feels he should be at their level, and Bischoff hasn't been accommodating. Holy fuck! Wow. All those guys were at $1.5 million a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think because the contracts kept rising.
Yeah, because they had favor nations, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Every time you sign somebody else to a higher amount, guys like that. I know Hall and Nash had that. I'm pretty sure
they did. That's the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life.
Favor nations
the
is
fact
gnarly.
that that's a thing. Yeah, if somebody makes more money than me, I just get more money. All right.
Yeah, they would
awesome.
legit. I don't know if you guys ever heard the stories, but they would legit tell guys they should go ask for raises and shit, so they could
get more money?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, because they look good to the boys, and then fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
they
brother, you should go get that raise. Yeah.
Hey, brother, go get that. Yeah. You should ask for $3 million.
Really work them, dude.
And they shouldn't hire Shane Douglas for sure.
He gets a call from Chris Benoit.
And then round out here a lot of Shane Douglas stuff in the May 24th, 99 Observer.
More Shane Douglas stuff?
It's Tony's brother. You know, we got to keep it in the family here.
No, do not hire this guy.
Amidst rumors flying everywhere of the possible demise of the company, ECW, and others who are talking about that the company is a short period away from growing bigger than ever, the ECW Hardcore Heaven pay-per-view came off like a show that was a bridge for the company to something new, but when it was over, there was still no answers over whether what is new is good news or bad news. It is hardly a secret that ECW is plagued with financial problems. You guys ever heard about that? You heard about this?
No.
Wait, financial issues?
Yeah, ECW was having money problems.
He was on the I'll Get You Next Time loop for it.
IOU glitch.
PayPal wasn't around yet, Tony, so he couldn't use the infinite PayPal glitch.
Nah, he would just send him a check that would bounce. Same thing.
There are wrestlers owed large sums of money. Those close to Shane Douglas, like Tony Anthony Douglas here, whose departure from the company, while expected, came out day earlier than expected, resulting in him no showing the ECW Hardcore Heaven pay-per-view, is rumored to be owed in excess of $80,000. The stories about the bounce checks are legion. And then a big thing here about Shane Douglas went to a show at the ECW Arena for an independent Breaking the Barrier show, which I'm pretty sure has like a Nick Gage versus Justice Payne match. It was like a, how do I compare it now? I guess like National Pro Wrestling Day, when a bunch of companies would like put on a match.
Okay.
That was Breaking the Barrier. And Nick Gage and Justice Payne put on like a match for CZW, and that's, I think, helped like get CZW a bunch of fucking press.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, Shane Douglas was at the show, and I guess he was telling people about the problems he was having at ECW and how he claimed Heyman was trying to get a hold of Heyman all week, and Heyman didn't return any of his calls, and he didn't have a plane ticket to the show. So that's why he didn't show up. And Heyman's story is that he had a 1-hour conversation with Shane Douglas where they worked out what scenario for the match would be with Credible, where he'd do the job in 7 minutes. And he said on Friday that everything had been worked out and Douglas would be appearing. And then Douglas was in Philadelphia, which was in driving distance of Poughkeepsie, New York, where they would run the show. So he didn't need a plane ticket. So it seems like Paul thought he was driving and Shane Douglas thought he was flying. And then Shane Douglas was telling people that Heyman didn't want him on the ECW Arena show the previous week and it would cost him $500 for a plane ticket, and he wasn't paying that out of his own money. So just a ton of fucking shit with Shane Douglas having troubles here. Shane Douglas must go to WCW pretty fucking soon here, right?
Yeah, probably.
He didn't want to do the job in 7 to Just Incredible? God, what's wrong?
You could have had a good match in 7.
Old JC, come on, man. Yeah,
you could have had a good match in 7. Come on.
Easy, man.
Maybe not Shane Douglas. He like starts gear 1 at like 15.
He's a Ric Flair mark, so that's, you know. And lastly here in WCW news, Charles Robinson suffered from a bruised esophagus and a possible collapsed lung on Nitro when Randy Savage hit him with the top rope elbow.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
the bump is hard to take now because the bump is harder to take now because Savage is overly protective of his bad knee, which means the elbow lands with more force than ever before. And Robinson is about 145 pounds and doesn't have a thick chest most wrestlers who take the move have. He was taken to the hospital after the match.
Fuck.
Randy Savage almost killed Charles Robinson.
That's insane.
He'd rather kill Charles Robinson than hurt his knee. And I respect that shit.
You got to be careful. It's like that Jeff Hardy shit now where he does like the swanton and fucking
he'll kill you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those old times with some fucking finishes, man.
Well, I imagine it might be a little different because probably Jeff Hardy boys are probably like, yeah, I'll just fucking take the swanton. It's Jeff Hardy. I'll take the swanton. Randy Savage is probably like, hey, you are taking my elbow and I'll kill you.
Come on, man. Macho Man was cool. He was probably like, hey, man.
I'm going to kill you with
You said it was Lil Nate, right? But Lil Nate was probably like, please just fucking give me the elbow, man. Come on.
You think you wanted to take it?
Yeah, he was probably like, I can just give you a body slam or something. He said, no, I want the fucking hail to the king.
I want you to, I want you to do it. I want you to do it the same way you did at Mania with Warrior. Hit me 6 times with it.
Keep it coming.
Just don't stop. Yeah. What if he did do that? Well, there you go. That was the Observers for around that time. A lot of Shane Douglas talk. Slow news week.
All right, let's get into Raw for real.
The highest rated Raw of all time, brother. That's what they're calling it.
8.1, baby. They were fucking, this is the show that shows why they were doing so well. This show had fucking everything, brother.
This is the show, by the way, that WWF No Mercy is revolved around. The video game is revolved around.
Is that right?
I'm just, after watching this, I said, this is the No Mercy.
It's probably pretty close.
And also, I guess I could, whatever. Austin does a thing at the end of the show, and then I'm like, that's in the game. That's in the game.
Stone Cold's on the show?
No, the little roll taunt thing he does at the end after he wins the match.
He did that a little bit, too. But yeah, I guess I could see that.
And then
sure.
they had the Briscoe and Patterson. The whole fucking thing is WWF No Mercy, the game. We could get into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, guess what information I got?
Oh, my?
A man in the arena at this night said the cost of a tiny personal pan pepperoni pizza from the Pizza Hut kiosk and a 20-ounce Pepsi is $6.25.
Is that right?
$6.25 for a personal pan and a 20-ounce Pepsi.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, let me. You know what? I'm actually going to look up the inflation calculator here.
Yeah, go on, take a look at that, brother, because that's at least $15 now, brother.
All right, we're looking at $11.56 today, man.
That's still a good deal, by the way.
Yeah, well, some states have soda tax too. You got to think of that as well.
Yeah, I'd probably get a water bottle. It'd probably cost some more somehow.
$3.
And it would fucking be like Dasani.
Then you get the bottle tax too. They have that too. So you gotta
Bottle tax? Is that right?
They'll say they'll pour it in a cup for you, brother.
Yeah. You get half of it.
Oh, I also have some other.
You want ice with that?
I have some other news here from the beginning of the show, like dark match stuff, because they were taping a bunch of stuff at the time.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about any
you said
of
something
it,
in the chat about what they filmed it 2 hours before it aired. Is that
yeah,
what
they
it
were
was?
taping. I think they were taping something for like a show for their Spanish audience. I don't remember. I didn't read. I was kind of looking at it.
They also did Sunday.
They were trying to do a Lucha show. I remember that.
They did Sunday Night Heat, right? And then they did other stuff too.
They did Shotgun Saturday Night on Raw.
Okay.
So they taped Shotgun Saturday Night. And then they taped some stuff for like a Spanish show they were doing, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it might have been I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
The big news here is that Howard Finkel came out before the show and talked about the show, and then talked about a contest for the Nintendo 64 game Smash Bros.
Whoa!
And then 4 winners got Smash Bros on the N64 in the arena.
What'd they have to do?
I don't know. He just
rowdiest, you think?
Four winners based on their seating. So I think it was like predetermined, like
oh shit.
Yeah, so that was kind of interesting.
Based on their seating. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's even crazier. Holy shit.
You guys win. I wonder if they got like a
If you were on the front row and spent the most, you could
Well, anybody who got a tiny personal pan pepperoni pizza with a 20-ounce Pepsi, you get Smash Bros.
Woo!
That's pretty.
Wow,
that takes me back. That's crazy,
That's
man.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, I can't even imagine Finkel coming out and talk about fucking Smash Bros.
And now we are going to be giving away Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, y'all like that shit? Yeah. That's cool. So we actually get into the Raw here with a cold open that goes over the current feuds going into Over the Edge 1999.
Yes, of course. Last week, Shane says Shane McMahon, who was in charge for the week. Every week it changes. I'm not really sure who's in charge anymore.
Well, there's like 5, it depends on who's there, because if Vince is there, he's in charge, but then...
He's in charge.
But
Shawn Michaels might also be in charge.
Yeah, and also Shane McMahon also is The Rock here as well. He's always The Rock.
Yeah, he's always The Rock.
I just don't... Shane McMahon pretends to be The Rock here. So
he made a match with Rock and Austin, going one-on-one with the corporate ministry, is the Lumberjacks. And what do you know? The corporate ministry just whoop Austin and Rock's ass during the match.
Who would have thought? Never would have
thought.
Also, doing Rock and Austin on Raw for like, just a match is crazy to think about. That they just, they're just giving that away. I know it was a non-finish, but
they fucked them. Yeah. They also agreed, Tony. Said, "This is crazy. Let's fuck this up real bad."
I bet you they booked it and said, "No fucking way, bro."
No chance. Yeah. Vince comes out, sends the Union out to make the save.
We are the Union.
He sends out the Union, and then the whole roster comes out and starts fighting for some reason. I don't know why that happened. There was just everybody out there. Taker goozles Austin in the brood hole, and they go underneath the stage. They just slowly descend down under the stage.
Taker uses that brood hole a lot.
He does. It's not his.
He did. He used that fucking all the time. That one time it didn't go down, remember? And he was just standing there. That was awesome.
His little face.
There.
That was Cody style.
Eventually, Austin and The Rock get bumped off the stage, and the corporate ministry are celebrating Asad Timberlake style.
No, they throw Austin off the stage. I think The Rock just falls, but they like chuck Austin.
Oh, yeah. The Rock gets bumped, and they chuck Austin off the stage, and then they taunt Undertaker and Triple H, which is a crazy-looking team, really.
Yeah, that's
dude.
fucked up.
It shows the corporate ministry and the union both walking into the arena.
This is what I said when I told you that the show showed a video and then started, and I immediately busted out laughing. The corporate ministry walking through the backstage area is the most fucked up group of people I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It's unbelievable.
Undertaker with weird goatee, full cloak, hood up. Shane's in a blue button-down shirt with slacks on. Triple H is wearing a Chyna shirt with shorts.
Hey, don't forget Triple H had headphones in walking down the hallway.
Headphones in. You can see Bradshaw's head bobbing around in the back. Bradshaw has sunglasses on and a do-rag. I don't know what is fucking happening here. And then they show the Union coming into the building with Riot Squad in front of them, all in jeans, tank tops, and 2x4s, except for Test, who had a FUBU jersey on.
05.
Vince had a button-up blue shirt, and Vince being in the union is the most hilarious thing of all time because he fucking hates unions.
That's the rib, brother.
Union. Yeah, union label.
The corporate ministry way fucking cooler than the union, man.
So cool. Oh
way
my god, they're
cooler than
crazy.
The union
union,
sucks, to be honest. Man. They're just a bunch of losers.
2x4s, and they're all just white dudes
Why?
in jeans.
Why 2x4s? What's the
Union.
deal? What's the deal?
Because they're gonna dismantle the establishment board by board.
Was that really what it was? If not, that's pretty smart that you
I
said
think
that.
you're making shit up here, but I like it.
They're gonna fucking saw the tables of tyranny in half. Right,
Vince
fellas?
McMahon is in the group.
he owns the company, bro.
Vince McMahon is the boss.
Yeah, Vince McMahon started the union.
To tear down.
He started the
tyranny.
union to make sure that everybody shuts the fuck up. Everyone gets paid the same shitty rate now.
But if we know the history, you know, as the storyline plays out, Vince was just playing them all for idiots the whole time. So, you know.
Of course. And for those that don't know, the union stood for... It was... the union does suck. But it was also known as Up Yours, which stood for Union of People You Ought to Respect, Son.
Dude, the Union's theme song is so cheesy.
Union!
I said, we are the union.
We are the union. Oh, brother. You can't. What are you doing?
I would have liked it if it would have gone, up yours.
Yeah, Up Yours.
On the other hand,
theme is awesome.
yeah, on the other hand, corporate ministry's rocking crazy.
Yeah,
Chance.
No chance. Yeah. Shit's awesome.
Up against Shane Too Strong.
Yeah. Busy
So,
politician.
we start off the evening here. The very first match is Kane versus Billy Gunn.
But yeah, lights go out. I thought, oh, here comes the fucking corporate ministry. Oh, wait, it's fucking Kane. And you can't see anything but this one fan's glow-in-the-dark Undertaker symbol.
Dude, that was awesome. That was a cool
It was
sign.
cool, yeah. Yeah, so it's Kane and Billy Gunn. JR says, oh, well, last night Kane wanted to get his hands on Mr. S. I guess Billy Gunn jumped X-Pac at ringside during a tag match he was having with Kane on Heat, and then Kane chased Billy Gunn to the back. And I didn't think about this until he did it here, and maybe he changes it later. But how long does Kane not face hardcam when he does his taunt in the ring with the pyro?
Well, they didn't care back then until about the invasion. Probably.
Does he change? Does he start facing hardcam?
I don't think I remember. I don't remember. I think he just did whatever he wanted. I don't recall.
I feel like he always
they didn't have a
faced
rule.
Not. Yeah, it was very strange, though. I was like, this is... What the fuck?
I did love the switch between Kane's music and I'm an Ash Man. Very weird here.
Billy Gunn is wet and juiced here.
Oh, he looks great, man.
He looks insane here, man. Holy fuck, he is big. He's shaking his ass on the stage.
Kane is the good and bad guy of this match.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Kane also looks like a total badass here. It's like this is like the best
Kane's
version
awesome.
of Kane. Yeah, this is crazy.
Kane's sweet.
Oh, you guys know we watched SummerSlam 2009, Kane versus the Great Khali on our Patreon.
Yes, we did. And Kane's
that
not
out.
as cool there.
No, Great Khali
way.
fucking beats the shit out
You know,
of
we
him.
also watched on our Patreon that's coming up this month? Santa with Muscles, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
That's SGH this month in the $10 tier. Check that out. Patreon.com/DeadlockPLB. There's a lot of shit over there. Get over there.
Okay, so somebody also has an air horn in the crowd here, and he is
That's
letting
me.
that shit burn, bro. He is going crazy with this bitch.
I don't think it lasts all night. I think he
No,
fucking
it's
gets
like-
confiscated.
He probably uses all of it in this one match. Like, he let
Yeah,
that shit
maybe.
was going.
Yeah, probably. You're right. During Billy's entrance, by the way, a random girl runs up and jumps into Billy Gunn's arms and then gets dragged away by security. I don't know why they did that. I guess was they trying to, like, he's a, all the
Anything
ladies
can
want
happen on
Billy
live
Gunn.
TV.
Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't
like
live.
It's like the kid Batista. When
They told
kid
you
came
it
out doing
was.
Batista's thing.
Oh yes, that was also fake.
No.
Oh, but then they said, well, I guess they do that, and then Kane comes out of the ring and attacks Mr. S.
And gloms him. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kane just whoops his ass for a while.
with the throat punches and stuff. I love those.
Yeah, he grabs him by the hair from the outside, brings him back in, steps over the rope, still holding his
Holy
hair,
Shit.
and beats his chest.
Dude, I think after that as well, he reverse suplexes him from the apron into the ring.
He does. It's
which is
awesome.
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I don't recall Kane ever doing that move, but
No, it was
that's
awesome.
awesome.
He straight up headbutts Billy Gunn at one point too. I said, is this real Kane?
Kane's out here. This is the good working Kane. Yeah, he's out here.
He does the drop kick. Oh no, sorry. Billy Gunn drop kicks to the knee of Kane here. Maybe that's where Kane learns it in 2009.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Kane beats up Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn hits a drop kick. Kane takes an insane fucking bump that gets him tied in the bottom rope by his feet.
This is crazy. Yeah, Kane was like going to get back in the ring, and Billy Gunn cut him off. Billy Gunn cut him off with a drop kick, and Kane falls backwards, both of his feet wrapped up in the ropes, and then Billy Gunn just comes out and starts stomping him out.
I don't know if this was supposed to happen or not. I'm sure the ending was supposed to happen, but I actually don't know if this was supposed to be how it played out. Because Road Dogg comes out here without his shoes on and just in his basic ass t-shirt and shit.
Yeah.
What the
Jean
fuck?
Shorts and just socks.
That is so cursed. I don't think I've ever. Now that I think about it, I've never seen Road Dogg's legs because he always has the boots and the pants. I've never seen.
The long boys. Yeah, you're right.
I've never seen his leg. He's got some chicken legs going on there. That's crazy.
Yeah, Road Dogg, X-Pac come out. Road Dogg in jean shorts and just socks. They're fucking trying to whoop Billy Gunn's ass while X-Pac's trying to get Kane out of the ropes, but he can't. There's also someone in the crowd that has a Mr. Ass Sucks ass sign.
That's awesome.
X-Pac cannot get Kane out of these fucking ropes. Then all of a sudden, D'Lo Brown in sandals shows up and starts beating X-Pac's ass.
Yeah, they didn't know what was
Mark
going on.
Henry.
They just started sending people out there. We got to get Kane out of there.
Get the fuck out there. D'Lo and Mark Henry come out, jump X-Pac and Kane. And then Kane upside down goozles Mark Henry. I don't know what he was going to do. Upside down choke slam.
That's awesome.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
So D'Lo and Mark Henry and Ivory are the next tag team challengers for the titles.
Right.
I think they're the number one contenders currently.
I think that's right. At over the edge, I think they get the shot. Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Kane eventually gets free and just starts chasing after D'Lo and Mark Henry. And I was like, it was like bang, bang, bang. I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, starting Raw with a match was kind of cool though.
It was fun. It wasn't a bad match either. It was fun, and then the run-ins were fun. I enjoyed all that.
Well, the Union are walking backstage with 2x4s, and so are the corporate ministry without 2x4s.
Deb said the Union walking with their 2x4s looked like us unloading the ring.
Yeah, right. I get the FUBU jersey.
Yeah, so all roads lead to the arena here. But of course, Monica Sales is at ringside. She's one of the best.
Monica.
Sillies.
Monica. Tennis.
And she plays tennis, and she's one of the best, but no one ever taught her how to clap.
She doesn't know yet she's excited to be there or not. Yeah, she's like, yeah, this is cool, I think.
I had a ticket for Nitro. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I showed up, and they said, go here. I don't know. Whatever. So next up, we have the Union Town Hall.
Union! This is a crazy-ass segment here. The Union come out with the Riot Police. Test, of course, still wearing big FUBU jersey. There's a long sign in the crowd that's just airbrush Sable. I don't know what was going on there. Vince says, Shane, you've turned your back on your entire family. No longer will you be able to look at your family for support ever.
Damn, it's like that.
Yeah, fuck you, man. And tonight, if you get my drift, maybe you can look to the Union label. I didn't know what that meant.
You know, the Union label.
He said, you can look to the Union label.
He's like, come on, Shane. What about it? Have you got the guts? Because we damn sure aren't hard to find. And then the corporate ministry's cool ass song hits, and here comes 400 people. 100, like it's everyone in this fucking group. It's awesome though.
Yeah, how the fuck does the Union even get close to this team?
Well, they got the 2x4s.
Fuck that shit, bro. You beat Midian with that?
Yeah, Midian is crazy later in the show. Actually, Midian is my favorite part of the show on this one. Shane says, "Family, I don't need your family." And the crowd chants "asshole" as they do. And Shane says, "I've got my own family, the corporate ministry. And tonight, after we destroy you and your little union, it'll all be mine." And then corporate ministry is going to go whoop their ass now. They start walking to the ring and the lights go out again, and she says, "Oh, what the hell?" More goddamn lights. Well, here comes Shawn Michaels on the Tron.
Commissioner
dancing.
Michaels,
Commissioner Shawn Michaels dancing. And Shawn says, "The sheriff is back in town. I said, what the? What are you doing
He's like
here,
one of the fucking 3 commissioners on TV right now. The one's in the ring, one's on the ramp, one's on the screen.
They all have equal amounts of power. Or I guess not. Well, Shawn criticizes Shane booking last week, and he says, I saw what you did last week, and your matchmaking was, okay, but it lacked a little something. And then he goes on to book the entire show tonight. I guess there was no format for this fucking show.
Crazy, bro.
No matches.
Just sits here and just runs the fucking card down.
8 matches he books.
What was
here.
the other show? Who booked the other show? Remember that one Raw we watched where someone
It was
booked-
Shane.
Shane booked
Wasn't
the entire show.
Or was
and
it Vince?
I think it was Shane because Austin was at the WWE headquarters, and then it was like the most bullshit matches. But this was actually
horrible.
This was actually cool though. I thought
These were fun, yeah. So Shawn books the following matches for tonight: Bradshaw versus Farouk.
that's awesome.
Already crazy with the Union as Lumberjacks. Nightstick on a pole with Test taking on the big boss man. The first man to get the nightstick can shove the stick where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not sure if he meant on him themselves or on their opponent. Jared Briscoe and Pat Patterson versus the Mean Street Posse in a loser leaves WWF forever match. Crazy fucking match. Ken Shamrock versus Chyna. The Big Show versus Fat Little Paul Bearer.
Yeah, this is just like somebody on stream running on EWR.
This is you.
When he announces
Fat
Paul
little
Bear,
Paul
Paul Bear
Bear.
faints. Paul Bear faints.
It was awesome too. He like falls back completely. Yeah, that was very good.
He says if anyone interferes in the Big Show Paul Bearer match, Taker 86 is his title shot at the pay-per-view.
Oh man.
In a hardcore handicap match, Viscera and Midian face Cactus Jack, and then it shows Mankind in the ring. I'm not sure why it did that. I don't understand that part. And he says, we got to have the chicks. We love the chicks here on Raw. For the WWF Women's Championship, Sable will take on Deborah in an evening gown match. And if Sable doesn't show up, and I know you're used to taking it all off, but if you don't show up for this one, I'm going to strip you of the women's title. And then in the main event, 6-man tag team match.
God damn it, bro.
You don't love your Raw
Say,
tag
God
match main
damn
event.
it. The first
It's all the fucking all the culprits.
Undertaker said no. He said Triple H has said no.
Undertaker, Triple H, and Shane in one corner taking on The Rock, Stone Cold, and Vince McMahon in the other. And you gotta have a special referee for this kind of match. It's a huge match.
Vince
and there's
makes
only
some
one
great faces here when he's announcing him for the match. Vince just does good expressions.
That is a crazy fucking match, though. If it wasn't, if we haven't been desensitized to Raw tag main events, which actually, out of all of them, this is probably the best one because they don't take long at all. Like, crazy fucking amount of people in this match. Taker, Triple H, and Shane against Rock, Austin, and Vince is out of control match.
When TV's on like that, all you got to do is put all these people together and people will flip channels and go, holy shit, all these guys are in this thing? And then they just stick around and watch,
So he says, we need a special referee for this main event match, this show-stopping match. And Shane cuts him off. He says, oh, Shawn, I know you're in San Antonio. You're 2,000 miles away. I was like, oh, brother. But I'm running the show, and I'll appoint the special guest ref. And Shawn says, well, how did I know you were going to react that way? Maybe because you're a Nimrod. That's exactly why I sent those 3 cops out there. Officer number 1, will you step forward? Before he even takes the hood off, he says, whoa, it's Pat Patterson.
I said, this is the fucking worst pre-tape thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it gets there, but I was like, what the fuck? This sucks.
He says, officer number 3. And then before Joe Briscoe can even think about taking his hood off, he says, the legendary Joe Briscoe.
Whoa, it's Briscoe. I can see right through the right here.
And now who is that stud officer number 2? Is that a nightstick in your pants, or are you happy to see me? He unmasks and he starts saying, oh my God, it's Shawn Michaels. And they hit the music and Shawn's dancing. Vince is very confused. Shawn takes the microphone from Vince and starts slapping his cock with it repeatedly. And he announces himself as the referee for the 6-man tag. And then he goes back to smacking the microphone on his cock, and then he gives it back to Vince, who didn't seem to mind that.
Ton of guest referee stuff in this era.
Yeah. It was a big thing. That's why they had it in the games, and they took them out because they stopped doing them. I'm assuming that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a power struggle here with Vince and Shane and HBK and
Shawn.
they all
and all the other people. Yeah.
they all have
a
a
stock
special
in the
ref.
company too for some reason.
Mankind's a good ref too. There's a lot of special refs around this time.
Yeah.
The WWF Rewind brought to you by 1-800-COLLECT.
Save a buck or two.
Paul Bearer gave Taker a baseball bat last week.
It's a club.
Dude,
He said some sort of object.
That's a club. He's got him with a club. Could they not say baseball bat? Is it not a baseball bat?
No, it
That's
was.
Mark McGuire's bat.
Well, you know.
Yeah, actually, WCW hates Mark McGuire and Raw loves Mark McGuire.
Raw loves Mark.
They probably got in trouble from for using real weapons that kids could use or something. So they have to call it a club or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's
Just
got
guessing.
a club and he's clubbing him.
Well,
And
he fucking
clubs him.
slams the shit out of Big Show right in the middle of his head, explodes.
Home
Yeah,
run
he-
derby. Holy
He
shit.
breaks a baseball bat over Big Show's fucking big ass head.
It shatters into a million pieces. This thing's
That's
incredible.
awesome.
That
Yeah, I
shit
love
was
that.
sweet as hell, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
So next up, we have Big Show versus little tubby fat Paul Bearer, as Shawn Michaels likes to put it.
Big Show comes out in jeans. He doesn't respect Paul Bearer enough to put on his gear.
Well,
What
he
a
didn't
fucking
know. He didn't know he was
disrespectful
wrestling tonight. You know, he was just hanging out.
Holy
He had no
shit,
idea.
Big Show looks incredible.
Dude, oh my God, he looks insane here. He is fucking jacked.
That should have been his all-time ring gear right here.
Just jeans?
Yeah, just jeans.
Yeah, you're right. JR says Paul Bearer hasn't had a match in the WWF in his entire career, which I guess I was a little surprised by. I figured at some point they would have had him do some bullshit just like this already, but I guess they hadn't.
They had to save it for this bullshit.
Well, Paul Bearer comes out on the stage and he's saying no and he's wagging his figure. You know, he's not going to be a part of this. And then Shawn Michaels comes out behind him. He put the riot gear back on for this. I don't know why he did that. He took it off when he danced earlier, and he just came back out here with the riot gear all back on, and he forces Paul Bearer down to the ring, and he throws him into the ring, and Shawn gets on commentary, and Paul Bearer's screaming, he's, I'm no wrestler. And Big Show beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, maybe Shawn thought like he forgot. He's like, did I have the gear on when we were doing this? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna put it back on just in case.
Yeah, sure, maybe. It was taped out of order.
But Big Show, yeah, he hits a big boot on Paul Bearer and then does a goddamn jumping elbow
Dude.
drop.
He jumps so high, too. It was actually super impressive.
Big Show asked Shawn Michaels, who is now on commentary for this match,
Yes.
to waive the stipulation. Please let Undertaker come down here and fight.
Let long leg tattooed dead man walk his ass down here and get his ass kicked. And Shawn says, all right, dead man, come on down.
And here comes Midian.
Asa Timberlake.
Shawn says, yeah, whatever, you can do whatever you want. Taker then comes out. Whole entrance, by the way, here.
Full entrance, not like delayed walk. He stops at the top. He walks down very slow. This whole time, Big Show's just standing there telling him to come on.
And then when Taker gets to the ring, he stops. And Big Show turns around and drops a jumping elbow drop off Paul Bearer.
Big Show in the dark, hitting the ropes to get more momentum to jump up an elbow and drop Paul Bearer. That's awesome.
So then, of course, the corporate ministry comes out. They attack Big
Yes.
Show. The Union makes a save for the 2x4. There's a big fucking huge brawl here.
And then Big Show's music plays, so I guess Big Show won.
Congrats to Big Show for his big win tonight.
Yeah, well, there you go, James. The Union made the save with their 2x4s, and it scared the corporate ministry off, so that's all they needed.
Which is crazy because just in a little bit, we see Midian and Viscera going fucking headshot for headshot with Cactus Jack. So why are you scared?
I mean, can't Undertaker use the power of hell and shit like that?
Can't you just by the sheer numbers and size of the entirety of the corporate ministry just beat the
You
fuck
have
out
half
of
the roster
Union?
in your stable. You
Yeah,
can't beat
really. You could probably
the
get
Union.
more back
No,
there too.
2x4s.
Well, that just shows how strong a strong union is, James. That's why Vince did the opposite of
It
what
was
he
a
was
rib
trying
the
to do
whole
with this group.
time. So Deborah and Sable are walking to the ring, of course, for their women's championship match here tonight, which everybody is ready for. Sable with Nicole Bass.
Yes, so no. You got a fucking problem with that or
Oh,
something?
man.
Shawn Michaels does, it seems like. But
Shawn Michaels is a weird bastard, and so is Jerry Lawler.
Sable looks fantastic, by the way, and so does Deborah. They look great here.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Sable, of course, like we said, with Nicole Bass, who is a Deadlock legend at this point.
Honestly, true. I was hoping she had some mic time here, but she sadly
No,
does
she
not.
didn't have a problem this time either. I don't know. No problem.
Now, I am not well versed in this, and I I'm not going to pontificate. I know I do with the strap matches and the bra and panties.
Don't worry, we get the Nightstick on a pole match later. I'm very excited to talk about that.
Sure. I just want to get some clarification here. Now, Deborah comes out in what I would say is an evening gown. I think that is an evening gown.
Mm-hmm.
Sable comes out practically just naked. I feel like Sable already loses immediately here.
Well, what exactly is an evening gown?
I guess maybe what I'm thinking is I was assuming that Sable would be wearing the evening gown more tight than it would be. It's like very unbuttoned. I would assume that she is trying to win and would have more buttons on her evening gown like Deborah does. But she didn't seem too concerned about that.
Well, don't worry about that because hello, men.
I definitely thought, I was like, oh, this is just Val Venus's shit, isn't it?
Yeah, this is hello, fellas.
Sorry. They also said last night on Heat, Nicole Bass gave Val Venus mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
And Shawn talks about it the whole time. Shawn is a crazy.
Shawn can't get enough. Shawn can't get enough of making fun of Nicole Bass. He just can't stop.
So Sable also, I want to make sure we talk about this. Sable does the grind.
No.
Sable does do the grind. She does.
Fuck, she says, "Are all the boys ready for the grind?" I said, "No, don't do the grind."
Hello, men.
she said, "No.
I can't hear you.
Are you ready?" What do you got against the grind, brother? It's because you were a sunny guy.
It's the least sexy dance I've ever seen in my life, man.
Oh
it's because you're not putting Darude Sandstorm to it. If you put Darude Sandstorm to it, it's the sexiest shit ever.
If you put the corporate ministry theme to Sable dancing, it makes it a lot better.
This isn't dancing. This is the grind. There's a big difference, Johnny.
Well,
I like whatever. JR, when Sable grabbed the mic, JR said, "Well, Sable has something to address here, or undress, I guess."
And Jerry Lawler said, "Ah!" that motherfucker like we didn't even say sentences at this point. JR's like, "Oh, we got a match here."
Weird, just the weirdest bastards on commentary in the history of pro wrestling right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope she takes out her fucking vagina here. Ah! Oh. Whoa, whoa! Oh, you see that Nicole Bass there?
Whoa!
Fuck.
Fucking hell, man! Shut the fuck up!
They're cooking over here, man. God damn.
Well, anyway, hello, ladies.
Hey, fellas.
She was over as fuck with that shit, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She got that shit on though.
Tony didn't like the grind though. So
No,
I hear you, bro. I hear you, but try the thing I told you. The Darude Sandstorm thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll get that going next time. Yeah, for sure.
But Sable apparently had commitments in Hollywood.
Yeah. No, well, she couldn't come out last week because she was busy in Hollywood. That was their excuse for her not showing up.
Yeah,
they were supposed to do this match last week.
So Val Venus and Deborah are fucking. Maybe
they are. Well, Val Venus wants to hit, and Deborah, Deborah's just stringing him along because
that's what Deborah does. She's a manager and she uses her assets to help Jeff Jarrett win matches.
Puppies!
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Well, that's kind of cool.
The match is over because Sable rips off Deborah's gown right away.
Immediately, Deborah's talking to Val Venus on the floor, and Sable just walks up and give that shit and tears her whole evening gown off, and the bell rings, and Sable wins. And then Nicole Bass starts following Val Venus up the ramp, and Val Venus is distracted by this, so much so, this scared the shit out of me. Val Venus turns around and gets obliterated with a guitar.
Dude, they almost missed the shot, too. It's like very fast.
I thought so, too. It was crazy. I was like, whoa, Jeff Jarrett kills him with his fucking guitar. And then all of a sudden, they come back to the ring. Michael Cole is in the ring. I said, what is going on here, man? What am I watching?
Well, the match is over. She already won.
I guess you're right. Yeah, fair enough.
But Shawn gets in, grabs the mic, and makes sure to talk to Nicole Bass, and then
of course,
Shawn says that the rules of this match are different because he's the commissioner, and when he sees puppies like that, points at Deborah, especially ones we haven't already seen.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to reverse this, and the person who got the gown taken off wins. So
my evening gown matches are if you lose your evening gown, you win. Deborah is now the WWF Women's Champion. Okay.
Evening gown dusty finish is crazy.
That's Shawn Michaels style.
That is insane.
Deborah celebrates with the belt, and Sable doesn't seem too concerned because she just walks up next to her and starts shaking her titties.
No, Sable doesn't
I guess
care.
she didn't really care.
Sable's on the outs too. She leaves in June of this year because she's.
Oh, really? Oh,
she
my
says, fuck
God.
the WWF. She filed a $110 million lawsuit against the company for.
Did she win?
I don't think so. No, because
Oh,
like she's
goddamn
out here, she's on Raw like flashing her tits doing this shit, and then she's
Yeah,
like,
Probably
she
settled
should.
out of
That's
court.
awesome.
I mean, that's usually how the
Oh,
Vince
did
stuff
they?
goes.
Yeah, you're probably right,
settles
yeah.
out of court. It shows a triple screen of Rock, Stone Cold,
What the
and
fuck?
Vince.
You sure that's Stone Cold?
It could be anybody. I've never seen him in
Because-
these shorts.
He's wearing red shorts. This is the most fucked
Red
up
shorts,
I've ever been
and
in.
he's holding his knee brace too. He's just holding
Yeah,
it.
who is this guy? Is this Red Hot? Red Hot Sean Texas?
That's awesome.
Shane is talking to Taker and Triple H backstage before he huffs and puffs off.
Yeah, Shane's wearing the blue Marlboro jacket.
And then we go into Test versus Big Boss Man.
Nightstick on a pole, of course. Very excited for
Which
that.
I don't fucking understand these matches.
Okay. No, they don't. I don't do any weapon on a pole matches make any fucking sense. Any of them?
So when they grab, like the way I see it is when they grab the nightstick, the bell should ring and it should be over, right?
Or they're the only one that can use it. Why does Boss Man get to use it? So last week, Boss Man tried to hit Test with a nightstick. Test ducked and he hit Midian. Midian's always catching strays. He's the fucking Corbin bitch. Test big boots Boss Man and pins Midian, and then he gets jumped by Midian, Viscera, and fucking Boss Man after. And then they show a shot of the nightstick hanging up from the gimmick, and it just looks like a cock. It's crazy looking.
It is a cock. It's awesome. Nice little stick there.
So they start the match here. Test is bumping Boss Man around with clothesline and goes up to get the nightstick. Boss Man pulls Test's ass out. just pulls his gear right down, shows his ass. Jarrett says, I don't think we needed to see that. That's only my view, though. And Lawler says, where was Boss Man during the evening gown match? All right, brother. Fucking hell. Eventually, Test climbs up and grabs the nightstick. He goes to hit Boss Man with the nightstick. Boss Man pulls out a secret baton, hits Test in the stomach with it. Boss Man grabs the nightstick that Test dropped. Test sunset flips Boss Man. Then Boss Man hits Test in the head with the nightstick and gets the pin. So I don't know why he was allowed to do that. I don't understand why not just make nightstick legal? You know, why?
Well, Boss Man did everything he could to put Test over here. Test is not over at this point.
He's not over, no.
No.
Boss Man was literally, I mean,
The crowd was super not, they didn't care the whole
yeah,
way.
no, but Test's whole shine here was awesome. Boss Man was like, yeah, the rope thing was cool as fuck.
That was fun.
Got
It
his
looked
ass
I was
cheeks
like,
out,
why is
big
Boss
pop.
Man getting in the ring this way? It looked ridiculous.
Yeah, the yo-yo thing was cool. They had
Yeah.
a fucking double down. Boss Man, like, his heat literally tried to do nothing cool to make sure that Test was the only one that did anything cool in this whole match. Just literally sat on him, let Test hit an
Yeah.
electric chair drop on him. Just
Oh, yeah, he did do that. Yeah, you're
literally
right.
anything he could do, and like the crowd's just like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Test, yeah, like you said, Test gets that fucking nightstick, and then Boss Man then uses it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way about these types of matches. Like, I actually have no problem with this shit on a pole. I think it's kind of a cool concept most of the time, but you have to set some goddamn ground rules. You gotta
do two poles, and like then like, you know, you have yours, you can go get your nightstick and he can get his, and if he doesn't get it, you can just whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it should
anything
just
like
be
that.
as simple as like the match is called and fucking Boss Man uses the stick. I thought maybe he was gonna cheat and use the stick, like, oh, he's, you know, got one up on Test because he had the hidden one because he pulled out a hidden fucking nightstick.
Baton, yeah.
And the ref said, whatever, I see it and I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know if the ref saw the baton or not. Maybe that was the hidden
No,
part.
yeah, he did not see that. But it should have
But
been.
he saw the nightstick for
yeah,
sure.
the match should have definitely played out. Hits him with the hidden baton and then wins the match. But then he hit him with the.
But the ref sees him hit him with the nightstick, right?
No,
The
not
second-
the
yeah,
not
the nightstick that he
main
pulls down,
nightstick.
yeah.
But not the
Yeah,
hidden
yeah.
baton.
Right, but that's the DQ. That should be a DQ.
No, yeah, I was saying that he shouldn't even hit him with the nightstick
You're right.
till after
No,
the match.
him hitting with the nightstick should be not legal. You're right. Because he
Yeah.
didn't get it.
Huh.
It's a
Yeah.
nightstick on a pole match, and if you retrieve the nightstick, you can use it. And also, if your opponent grabs it from you, he can use it too.
Is it hardcore
Yeah.
rules in these things too, or what? Or do we not know
No,
that?
because
No
they
hardcore rules?
hit
Okay.
the baton.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the match, I like being able to use a weapon and the other guy can't use it is awesome. But I feel like I don't know if we've ever watched one where that happened. I feel like every one of these goes just like that. Guy gets stick down, other guy uses it.
100. That's every single time.
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just booked the match that like Boss Man is up and up and up and up, and Test double down. Test now gets a stick, beats the dog shit out of him, and then Boss Man like rolls him up or something. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Or if Boss Man's gonna use the Nightstick, bump the ref.
Yeah, exactly. Just get the fuck guy out of here. But it doesn't matter. Whatever. Cactus Jack is backstage playing with basketballs as JR talks about how evil he is.
Why did someone must say, is this like a big basketball city or something? Where are they? Like, why the basketballs?
They're in
because
Florida,
they're beating the fuck out of the playoffs right now, right, fellas?
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, that's fair. That actually is probably what it was.
No, Cactus Jack wanted to do comedy spots. That was it.
Yeah, he's past the Cactus Jack stuff now. He's just fucking Santa McFoley all the time.
Santa McFoley, that's his name.
Santa McFoley, MC Foley.
Yeah.
Backstage segment with Val Venus.
Well, you know something, ladies. Yeah, he talks about first he pie faces Cole. He grabs his whole face and he says, "Shut your damn mouth." He
shoves
Michael.
that microphone in his mouth. Cole's talking like, whoa.
Yeah. He says, "You know something? You walk around the WWE thinking Deborah's all up in your stuff, but deep down inside her gut, she wants the big Valboski. You smash a guitar over my head, Jarrett. I want you in that ring tonight." Because I want to show the entire world that a guitar shot will never measure up to the money shot. So we got another fucking match.
Wrong, buddy.
Why is he allowed to make this match? Shawn Michaels booked the card.
It's a grudge
already.
match, You can call people out and just have a match. That's how it works.
He didn't ask Shawn. He just said, "We're wrestling tonight."
That's how it works. You just call somebody and get a match.
Does not respect
I don't know
Shawn.
how it works. I guess not.
Midian and Viscera versus Cactus Jack.
This match is awesome.
It is awesome.
Is so
it's very good.
I thought for sure Cactus
crazy.
would have like a mystery guy or something, but
no, he's a crazy some bitch, and he listens to the rules of I have to wrestle handicap match.
This was fantastic. Cactus was really working here.
Yeah, this is fucking fun. So it's a hardcore handicap match. Viscera comes out carrying a big shovel. I don't know. Do they ever even use that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I was pissed. I figured he was taking it, honestly. Midian tries to throw weapons into the ring, and both of them just fall back onto the floor. Raw is brought to you by Fram Extra Guard. It makes changing your filters a lot easier. Chef Boyardee overstuffed beef ravioli, and Castrol, the official motor order of the WWF.
I like how I like the shot they take from the corner for this. They have like one camera set up. Yeah, for the ads only.
It's always that one, huh? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's always that corner one. I always think that's interesting.
Yeah, it just shows the crowd and like what's going on in the ring. And it is a cool shot. You're right.
So Midian rushes Cactus Jack on the ramp, and Cactus Jack throws basketballs at him.
He just beams him with the fucking basketballs. Yeah, it was awesome. He smashes Viscera in the face with a pan. He does the rolling senton off the apron of Midian, which was awesome, and then immediately Viscera grabs him and belly to bellies Cactus on the floor, and it made a horrible sound.
Yeah, I mean, Cactus is like legit. I don't know. I didn't expect him on Raw, but I guess that's kind of what made McFoley is. It really didn't matter where it was or what it was. It's like if you came to see fucking McFoley, you're gonna get him.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
The numbers game, of course, is too much. They start whipping Cactus Jack's ass with chairs and shit. And goddamn, Midian grabs a chair and unleashes hell never seen on Cactus Jack.
Midian swings this chair like a fucking baseball bat at Cactus Jack's head. And I even watched it because I was like, dude, does Cactus get his hand up or anything? Cactus puts its hand up on the opposite side. So Midian just cracks his fucking entire head with his chair shot. And it was fucking-sane. I was like, wow, Midian has a problem with Cactus Jack.
This is one of the nastiest and like most badass chair shots I've ever seen. Midian grabs the chair, goes to the outside, fucking hawks a loogie on the floor, sets up for it. Mick Foley turns around and fucking he just destroys him. Flash photography going off crazy.
Dude.
Fucking it was awesome, man. This is a really badass shot here.
Fences, yeah, that was Dude, and they replayed it like 5 times, too.
The double feature.
Every angle.
Yeah.
Every angle, double feature, yeah.
Cactus gets a double DDT when they get back in the ring. We get a fucking triple down, which is crazy. Cactus beats him with a trash can, then puts the trash can on Midian, calls for a chair, and actually gets thrown one, and he actually catches it. And he hits the can. Yeah, I love that spot.
Smashed it. Yeah, me too.
Cactus low blows Viscera and then hits the Cactus elbow with the chair on Viscera.
He low blows him backward style on the apron. This is crazy looking.
And he ends up winning, pinning him on the outside of the floor.
Yeah, running Cactus elbow with a chair, gets the win. And then for some reason, Bruce Pritchard comes out and starts cleaning up the weapons as Cactus is leaving. I was like, what is going on there?
Yeah, here's the next segment.
I was like, oh, is this
Yo,
I
get
was like,
the fuck out of here.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, you're running over time, brother. Get out of here.
Yeah, probably.
But this was fucking super hot for no reason.
That was fun.
Had
Yeah,
no reason
no way
to.
at all. This match should have been the way it was.
And Cactus
I mean,
then...
WWF Hardcore was always fucking awesome, man. I feel like it was like my one of like I always looked forward to hardcore matches in WWF. It wasn't, and as a deathmatch head, it wasn't like the most gruesome. I mean, that chair shot was fucking brutal. It was like super bloody.
Crazy.
It wasn't like bloody or anything, but like WWF Hardcore is a lost art. I feel like nobody does stuff like that. Just fun hardcore matches.
Yeah, and fucking Mick Foley, I thought he was gigging. I thought he got hit with the chair and then he fucking went under the ring for a second and then was just like sitting there. I was like, is he gigging on this Raw against Midian and Viscera?
I'm not gigging for Midian.
Yeah, holy shit. Cactus then attacks Viscera afterwards and throws him into the steps. He was also he was also very nice about it. He grabbed him and then he said, "I'm going to throw you into the steps," and then he threw him into the steps. A lot of guys don't even fucking call that.
He learned not to fuck with Midian anymore or he'll die.
I mean, that shit hurt like a bitch.
Head.
I can't even imagine we see these and we know and we hear, but like taking a goddamn metal chair to your head,
yes,
is fucking
it's
insane.
Brutal.
Yeah,
and he has taken a lot more than that to the head too. He's taken many of those. He took 13 against The Rock in one match.
Yeah, you're right. Which was
it's kind of God bless him, but like it's crazy he is still a functioning member of society.
Yeah, really.
He probably shouldn't be, really.
Yeah, that's fucking. Just thinking about like even like setting up chairs and stuff, and like just imagining somebody just taking one and like I turn around and he just nails me in the side of the head with it. I don't even know if I know where I'm at anymore.
I would probably die.
Yeah,
it would probably kill me. I think I would be dead.
Can't even imagine like going to a cookout or something and someone just picks up their chair and I'm getting some off the grill and I turn around and he just fucking slams it into the side of my head. I'd be dead, I think. I don't know.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Backstage segment: Michael Cole meets with Chyna about her match with Ken Shamrock.
Yes. Cole says, because of your actions in Ken Shamrock's match last week, you were putting this match against Ken Shamrock. And Chyna says, well, I take offense to that. And then she doesn't explain any further.
She says she's on her period pretty much.
Yeah, she said, every 28 days I get a bit moody, and yesterday happened to be day 27. Kenny, the ball's in my court, and I might just rip him off and step on him.
All right. now we get a vignette for Steve motherfucking Blackman.
This is the song you were talking about earlier.
This is
coming into the company, right, or not?
This is, yes, he's not here yet. No, wait, he had to have been around by now, no?
Actually, yeah, back? He is. Maybe he's coming back because he definitely comes.
They just said play the fucking Steve Blackman video.
Steve motherfucking Blackman video. Shouts out
wrestling. I just really
like
Steve Blackman. Hell yeah.
You think Sable's Grind would be great with this song?
Ooh, wow, could be. Most things are, yeah. I would think
that's
it'd be
fair.
all right.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Tony doesn't like that. I'm trying to figure out if Tony can like this.
Well, we have Brad. What I wrote Brad Show versus Farouk.
Brad Shaw.
Brad Show.
It's the Brad Show.
Well,
oh shit! No, freaking flashbacks with the video game.
I love that they did not stop the theme song for both their entrances.
That's awesome. I love that. It's like a tag team trope that I very much enjoy.
The corporate ministry are out here, of course, for the Lumberjacks. I'm sorry, the Union are out here for the Lumberjacks.
We are the Union.
Yeah, how could I get that wrong?
Fucking hell, bro.
We are the Union. Oh, that's the corporate ministry.
Well, JR explains here as well. Well, they carry around 2x4s because the corporate ministry greatly outnumbers the union. See, if you just listen to JR, you know what's going on here, bro.
Come on, James.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Farouk said, "We are not going to fight for your amusement because we all know who the winner would be anyways."
I know that punk ass Shawn Michaels thinks he's gonna make me and my partner fight, but if there was a match, who the winner would be, right, partner? And then they kind of start arguing. And then Bradshaw says, "You don't think? Look, last 6 months I've proven I can outdrink you. Don't make me kick your ass to prove I can outfight you." Farouk takes the mic and says, "I couldn't believe he said this." He says, "Well, I'll be damned." I said, "Whoa!"
And then JR says, "Damn."
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. Like, Farouk says, "Damn," and then JR goes under his breath, "Damn."
That's when they knew that had to be his gimmick.
Yeah.
Bradshaw says, "Listen, we got a heck of a team here. Don't make me ruin it by handing you your ass." And they, Farouk's like, "All right, no problem." They're going to go leave, and they both go turn to leave, and then they both turn back around and throw a punch at each other. And then Farouk double legs Bradshaw, starts fucking him up. I'm like, oh shit, this is awesome.
This is cool, yeah.
Ooh,
Bradshaw was being super nice tonight.
Well, he knew Farouk would fuck him up.
Yeah, he was being super nice, man.
Also, Mankind comes out here with the 2x4 as Mankind.
Oh, yeah,
of
course. He switches into his Mankind stuff.
I think like King or somebody says, "What took him so long?" or something like that. Like,
of course.
Bradshaw hits a powerbomb for a 2. Farouk catches... Why do I keep writing this? Farouk catches Bradshaw out of midair with a power slam.
Oh, there's
I'm thinking of Big Show in the jeans.
There's a sign in the crowd here that just says "Bob on this" sign.
Yeah, Bob on this all night.
Bob on this, yeah.
Yeah.
Great sign.
Midian and Viscera come down and... Okay, explain this to me.
Well,
Midian
they're
Viscera.
doing a lot of lumberjack shit here, by the way. They're throwing them to the floor. Union's whooping their ass a little, throwing them back in. A lot of rinse repeat of that.
Mm-hmm.
Bradshaw gets caught with a diving something off the top in a power slam by Farouk. They both fall to the floor. Union jumps them. And then, as you said, so Midian and Viscera come out to stop them from fighting because they're in the same team, right?
Yes. That's what's going on.
How do they not start fighting immediately?
Like, who, them?
Like, Ministry and the Union. The Union is kind of like just sitting there.
I guess they were curious.
I guess. They just let us get in the ring.
You know, when you see two people fighting, but you don't want to get involved, you just want to watch. That's what they were doing.
Well, because it's a scripted show, and they knew that Bradshaw and Farouk were going to beat them up next.
It was a scripted show, and then it was about to become a shoot.
Yeah, then they were going to shoot after. So Farouk and Bradshaw just start. Midian and Viscera coming to break them up, and Bradshaw and Farouk. I wrote Bradshaw.
Bradshaw and Bradshaw, the APA.
Yeah, so Bradshaw and Farouk just start throwing punches at Midian and Viscera. Just start attacking them. Boss Man is the voice of reason here, and is able to get everyone on the same page, at least long enough for the Union all attack Viscera with the 2x4s until he gets out of there.
Awesome.
And then Union.
Well, the Stooges are now walking to the ring.
Yeah, they're talking about all the guys they beat, like Nick Bockwinkel and Ric Flair. I don't know why they're still in the riot gear as well.
Yeah, they are. So we have Pete Gas and Rodney versus Patterson and Briscoe in a tag match.
Now, did you know that the last match and this match are number 7 in the highest viewed wrestling matches on TV of all time ever?
That's awesome.
There's no way. What?
I think, it is. Yeah. I think number 1 is Austin and Taker. It got like a 9.5 like rating for their segment. But yeah, this is number 7 all time of like most watched match at one time on like on TV. Yeah.
Wow, that is really crazy, actually.
Yeah, I think it was like, the overrun from last match and this match. But yeah, so it's let's see here. It's Steve Austin Undertaker from Raw in June of 99 did a 9.5. And then number 2 is actually the main event of this show that does a 9.17. So it's the main event of this show is the second most watched cable TV match ever, I think.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And then
because of
number
Pete
7.
Gash.
number 7 is the Posse, baby.
Yeah, Pete Gash. So Patterson and Briscoe, this might be the very first time they come out to Real American.
It seems like it. At least that's how commentary sells it, for sure.
Yeah, or they just sell it like that every week anyways. I don't know. But
Yeah, well,
No, this was the first because they usually don't wrestle, so they just came out.
Tony, did you mean WWF? Did you mean WrestleMania 2000? Not No Mercy?
It might have been. Yeah, probably.
That makes more sense. Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably right.
No Mercy doesn't come out to 01, so that makes
Yeah, but
more sense.
I just remember Patterson and Briscoe being in that game too. But yeah, they were in.
And they come out to Real American in that game as well.
Yes, so maybe they.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about WrestleMania, but yeah, this definitely reminded me of that game.
Well, they replayed last week. Patterson and Briscoe beat the fucking shit out of the Mean Street Posse. Gerald Briscoe had a German suplex on Rodney and killed him with it. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he took it on the floor.
Patterson and Briscoe come out to Hogan's theme. They rip their shirts off on the stage. The crowd is like slowly but surely getting into it. JR says, "Oh, listen to that music." And Lawler says, "Oh, I recognize that music, brother."
Yeah, they drop a lot of brother.
JR says, "Hey, brother, you just call me brother."
Whoever heard that music, brother.
Yeah, they're doing Hogan's taunts and ripping the shirt. Hey, brother.
Unopposed on Nitro's not on. They just fucking
fuck you, Nitro.
Stooges do Meeting of the Minds, and then Briscoe suplexes Pete Gage.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck you, man.
Patterson just fucking raw dogs Rodney over the top rope. I don't know if he was trying to like.
I think he was trying to crotch him on the top, and he missed.
Yeah, just throws his ass over.
Early on, Gerald Briscoe's throwing bombs, by the way. He's throwing fucking rights and leveling the Mean Street Posse. He's whooping their ass. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Then Lawler starts singing Real American again. JR says, "Hey, brother." Okay. Posse hit a double clothesline on Briscoe, and then, as you said, fucking Patterson dumps Rodney over the top by accident, and then Briscoe puts Pete Gas in the figure four. Patterson puts Rodney in the Boston Crab. They both tap out, and the crowd loses their fucking mind.
Yeah, so Patterson then takes his fucking shirt off, does the Hogan ear cuffs, muscle pose, and does it all.
Where have I heard that music before, brother? Patterson takes his shirt off, and Jared says, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
Knowing that, like, this is like one of the craziest viewed matches ever is insane to me.
That Farouk match and this tag match is what a.
This isn't even though like they lost a match. I don't think this was the end of the Mean Street Posse, right? They were still around in WWF.
They come back, I think.
Oh, okay.
They definitely come back because they do stuff later with Crash Holly, like, for the hardcore title.
Yeah,
you're right.
But I think they come back under hoods or something like that. Like Shane reinstates them somehow.
Oh, okay. So leaves the company never really means anything. They just come back.
No, forever. Is what they said.
Forever, yeah.
I'm sure Vince brings them back.
Sure.
Backstage segment, Michael Cole asks Ken Shamrock about Chyna.
Yeah, Shamrock has mixed emotions here. He says, I've never been in this situation before. I appreciate what Shawn is trying to do, but I was brought up a certain way, and if you hit a woman, there's a very serious price to pay, and I'm back in the corner. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I'm going to hit a woman tonight.
Yeah, so I think I'll figure it out.
I'll adjust very quickly, actually.
We get a WWF Over the Edge commercial.
Yeah, there's cool lines here from Stone Cold, and then Undertaker says some. Stone Cold says, "Stone Cold Steve Austin was born pissed off." I was like, oh, that's a cool line. And Undertaker says, "Wherever evil exists, you will find me." I said, get the fuck out of here, man.
You will find me under the learning tree, and you will learn some stuff.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro.
So now, God, Val Venus. Val Venus versus Jeff Jarrett.
Well, okay. The reason I wanted to bring up the Austin line is, so Val Venus's music hits. I guess they fucked that up because Jeff Jarrett comes out instead. They recap the guitar shot from earlier, and Jeff Jarrett says, "Hello, ladies. It looks like the big Valboski's a bit pissed off tonight." Well, Val, I was born pissed off, so bring it on, pal. I said, whoa, hold on a second. Oh, Stone Cold's born pissed off. You can't be pissed off, too.
And then Jeff Jarrett,
born pissed off?
Jeff Jarrett says, "There's never been, Val Venus, a bigger ass-kissing, butt-sucking, fucking backstabbing,
gas-pumping redneck,
butt-sucking bastard in this business and in real life than you." It's a good promo, Jeff. That was awesome.
Very good.
Val rushes to the ring, and I skipped the rest of it.
I mean, they tried to do something cool at one point. Val was going to pile drive Jeff on the floor, but Jeff Jarrett blocked and he got back body dropped instead. Val takes a cool bump off of a DDT. Crowd is completely dead. Halfway through the match, JR says, well, folks, tonight get ready to party hardy with 2 crazy hosts, 10 sexy bombshell dancers, and cool celebrity guests. Dweezil is here. Happy hour on the USA Network.
Dweezil and Ahmed Zeppa are back.
Yeah, you remember them, right?
These fucking guys are Shotgun Saturday Night. These fucking guys.
Yeah, with Sable.
Even Sable doesn't know what the fuck's going on with these Dweezil and Ahmed Zeppa.
Well, of course, we get a double down in this match, too. Val does the kitchen sink and the ropes combo. He does the grind over Jeff Jarrett, and that's when Deborah gets on the apron to distract with her breasts.
Yeah, this seemed like it went on a while.
It does go on for a while, yeah. So Deborah's taking out her titties. Jerry Lawler yells, they're out! And Jerry said, no, they're not. Oh, wait, maybe they are. Oh, would you look at that? Val spinebusters Jarrett. Goes for the money shot. Deborah takes her jacket off, and Val just jumps off the top rope to walk over towards her. Then he starts. I don't know. How would he describe what he does here, Tony? He's not like making out with her.
I think
nuzzling her?
The camera angle was supposed to be he was like kissing her, but he's definitely just like rubbing
his
he's doing the grind on her and like
he's
kissing her shoulder or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Well, it's enough of a distraction for Deborah to pass the women's title to Jeff Jarrett. She then slaps Val Venus, not a disqualification. Ref is distracted. Jarrett hits Val with the title and gets the win. Dog shit.
Whew, yeah. You belong in WWF, Val Venus, because WWF sucks.
I thought the title shot was cool, though. That looked pretty good when he hit him with the ring.
I mean, Jeff Jarrett always hit people cool with a belt. He did like under style.
Yeah, it was awesome. They tossed out of the ring. That was great.
Yeah.
So a pre-tape now for Beaver Cleavage.
Well, Harry Beaver Cleavage is here, and his mom is also here, and she's tending to his cut on his leg, and she says, Harry Beaver Cleavage, how did this happen? And he said, well, I wanted to see how high I could go on the swing set so I could touch the sky, but it didn't work out. Well, his mom says, well, let's fix this up. We can't have a split beaver running around, can we? And then Harry Beaver Cleavage says, when it comes to working on your knees, my mom is the expert. And then she probably sucked his cock.
Of course, his mom, Mrs. Cleavage.
Yeah, Mrs. Cleavage.
This is just Chaz with his mom.
Chaz from Santa with Muscles?
Chaz.
This is the mom that was in hell.
The mom in hell? Oh, no, spoilers. All right, we're getting too crazy.
No, Chaz. It was Chaz. He was Chaz.
This is just, Mosh with hair.
Yeah, Mosh with hair.
Mosh with hair is Chaz, correct, yes.
And he wants to have sex with his mother.
Allegedly.
Mrs. Cleavage.
Right.
All right. Chyna versus Kid Shamrock.
Yes. This is Chyna comes out to the version of My Time they used before It's My Time. They use the Higher Brain Pattern song, and it goes hard as hell. I love this fucking song.
This was crazy.
Man.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is awesome. Yeah, it's cool. Last week, Chyna was the special guest ref. James, there's a lot of special guest refs going on.
Yeah, get some more in there.
For Shamrock versus Triple H, Chyna low-blowed Shamrock, and then Triple H hit him with the pedigree and got the win. Shamrock comes out here in the jeans, and he's telling the referee, dude, he is juicing. He
looks like what Triple H looks like in the games.
You're right.
Crazy.
He just looks like an action figure. It's insane. Yeah, he's crazy looking. Shamrock tells the ref he doesn't want to fucking do this. He does not want to fight Chyna. Well, Chyna gets in Shamrock's face, and Shamrock says, I'm not doing this. So Chyna pushes Shamrock, and Shamrock is angry about this, and he points to Triple H and he says, this is your problem. If you don't take care of this, I'm going to beat your ass. And then Chyna pushes Shamrock again, and Shamrock looks at the floor and yells, fuck!
He does. This is the loudest, most clear fuck I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's like Beavis. Fuck! And so Shamrock is pissed. Chyna forearms Shamrock, and then Shamrock goozles Chyna.
Holy shit.
Just fucking grabs her shit. Fucking So Triple H gloms Shamrock from behind. Shamrock starts fighting back. Chyna forearms Shamrock again. Shamrock turns around into Triple H, and then he bumps Triple H. Chyna bumps the ref for some reason, and then Shamrock belly to bellies Chyna. And then he's pissed about this, and he goes outside the ring, and he kicks the stairs, and he's yelling, fuck! Fuck! He's kicking the stairs, and then he leaves, and his music plays, and I guess he won.
Congrats to the winner.
Shamrock wins the segment. There it is.
The fuck?
So everyone's walking backstage for the main event.
Austin is in his gear in the vest, but he has red shorts on. What are you doing?
I mean, it makes sense because he has to take a while before he comes up for his match anyway, so he's got to get those red shorts off. That's why he's.
Why does he not just take them off before this? Why?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Sean's walking in the ring in his Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy shirt and very small pants. Cock hugger pants.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy shirt. Crazy,
yeah,
man.
vintage. Yeah.
So now we're on to the main event, which is a fucking 6-man tag with all the worst people you could imagine to be in a 6-man tag main event.
To be fair, this has got to be one of the best ones, purely because it's just they all fight each other and it's done in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It's just a schmoz the whole way through. I don't have to deal with Taker getting heat. I don't Triple H getting heat.
Yeah, you're
Rock
right.
selling the whole time. I'm gonna get any of that shit. We start hot here. So it's Rock, Vince, and Austin against Taker, Triple H, and Shane. Shane has a ridiculously big blue jacket on. Vince comes out in his classic Vince wrestling gear. Rock's music hits. Before Rock can even come out, Shane is whooping Vince's ass on the ramp. Rock still hasn't made it down to the ring before Taker choke slams Vince and they cut away from it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they cut away.
Just right in the middle of it, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Rock is getting beat up by Triple H on the outside. Meanwhile, if cuts to the ring, Taker hits the tombstone on Vince. I said, this is awesome. So eventually, Rock and Triple H are fighting on the ramp. Shane and Taker drag Vince to the floor. Taker wraps wires and cables around Vince's neck for some reason just to kill him. Austin's theme hits. The crowd fucking loses their mind. Austin comes out, clears fucking house. Everyone's fucking brawling. Eventually, Austin goes to stunner Taker in the ring. Taker shoves him into the pedigree. Austin counters. Triple H takes a slingshot to the corner. Taker bumps Austin to the floor. Rock hits Triple H with the rock bottom. Taker goes for a chokeslam on Rock. Austin drags him to the floor. Shane throws Vince back in the ring finally. Everyone's out of the ring. Shane does the Big Show jumping elbows to Vince.
He does.
Repeatedly. Austin gets in the ring, stuns Shane. Vince covers Shane. Austin stops the count and then hits Shane with another stunner and then pins him himself. I don't know who is legal. It doesn't matter. Austin pins Shane, calls for the beers, and that's the end of the match.
Austin,
it was very
Austin
quick.
does the roll taunt thing from the video game.
He does the roll taunt with the fingers and then calls for the beer, yes. Sean drinks a beer with him. Austin celebrates.
Austin's got that shit all over him, bro. He's fucking sloppy with them beers.
He did not get any in his mouth, yeah. I'm guessing Jarrett and Val Venus went long. They had to cut this short.
Fuck, man.
It was for better. Cut this short. Keep it simple, do this.
But yeah, that main event is is the second highest watched WWF match ever, which is unbelievable, really.
That is crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, what's weird is
10,452,000 viewers for that main event match.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's fucking gnarly, man.
Yeah, that is crazy, dude. I mean, I what's weird is I don't think the audience traveled the other way. Like, I guess we watched the WC
unopposed Nitro.
Yeah, they did a good rating on Nitro for their unopposed one where WWF wasn't running.
Yeah,
but it wasn't this. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Let me see. What was the highest rated Nitro?
Like 6, right, or 5?
The highest rated Nitro was, I think it was a 6. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so like,
it was August 31st, 1998, a 6.0 rating. Sting and Luger against Hogan and Bret Hart. NWO versus NWO.
Oh, right. We had that on the list to watch. We haven't watched it.
We were going to watch that. Yeah.
We were going to watch that. The WCW people tuned into WWF, but the WWF guys didn't turn into WCW. But then there's like a core WCW fan that fucking refused to watch anything else. Just absolutely refused. It was like a 4.0 or a 3.0 for WCW, and they just refused to tune.
Yeah, especially 98. 98 was pretty hot, WCW, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
it was an unopposed. That was an unopposed Nitro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so very strange.
Maybe people still tuned into Raw thinking it was there, and then they just said, "Fuck it, man."
They said, "Oh, look at the dogs."
Yeah, whatever this is, bro, I'll watch it.
I love the Westminster dog show. I'm gonna stay tuned in on this shit. But yeah, there you go. That was Raw for May 10th, 1999, and that was our show, motherfuckers.
Did we mention that Beaver Cleavage likes to have sex with his mother?
Well, he implied he didn't fuck his mom.
That's
ridiculous, James.
Can we please talk about the Headbangers? Vince he fuck these guys?
He couldn't keep the Headbangers over.
He couldn't stop fucking these guys, man. Jesus Christ. We saw the Flying Nuns and the Sisters of Love and the fucking mother sex haver mosh.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking hell, bro. And then the coolest finish at the time ever.
Oh my God, yeah. The what was
Stage
it?
dive. That shit was awesome.
Dive. That shit is awesome. No one's really still on
Yeah,
that.
Chaz.
Cool
remember when Chaz feuded with Meat? That was a hot feud back in the day.
Yeah, that man.
Chaz and
crazy.
Meat feud.
And then they put Chaz with D-Lo. They were Lowdown, and they were, of course, with Tiger Ali Singh, and they wore Tiger Ali Singh's shit.
Oh,
classic.
They wore turbans and sashes, and they came out to Tiger's music, and yeah.
Holy shit, dude. They must have liked him as a wrestler, though. They kept him around and just did a bunch of shit with him, so I don't know.
Well, at the time, for whatever it's worth, they were pretty loyal to the people they had. Like they would try to find something for you, even if
Bob Holly, you're gonna do something. Bob Holly, you're doing
we
something.
will figure it out.
Al Snow, we are finding a spot for you on this.
Bob Holly
show.
shot on one dude once and said, "All right, we know what we want you to do from now on."
Yeah, really
crazy.
Well, there you go, everybody. That was our pod. Thank you for listening.